I'm Dan Morell.
I'm Ashley Evans.
I'm Jason McCullough.
I'm Simon and I'm a church leader in Sheffield.
I'm Megan and this is Ben, and we want to talk to you today about leading your church into growth.
But why am I doing that here when we're spending most of our time here?
Because it doesn't matter if we're here
Or here.
because leading your church into growth is actually about leading people here.
The United Reformed Church in Yorkshire wants every single one of its churches to grow.
We want to be a people that encourages and helps people to use this tool effectively in your church life.
It has infused my congregation amazingly well.
It also helps us make those positive connections to our friends and neighbours with the news of Jesus.
Lead Your Church into Growth looks at three particular areas. It looks at discipleship growth,
Our mission to our communities,
but mainly it looks at our numerical growth, how we can get our churches growing. And it mainly looks at that because it's one of the areas that we're weakest on.
And I love the film Forrest Gump, because at the end of the film, Forrest muses about a feather and he says, I don't know if we all have a destiny or we're just being blown around accidentally on the breeze. Maybe it's both. That's a fantastic illustration of the human condition, and I think it's one Paul wouldn't have hesitated to use if he'd been around today preaching the gospel, because he was not afraid to be creative and make positive connections with the culture and questions of his audience. And that's why I like leading your church into growth.
The other message we hope that you get from this little video that we've put together is that all of the things that we're talking about, all of the things that LYCIG has to offer, are completely appropriate for you to be thinking about now, even though church is changing.
You see, the kingdom promise and instruction is to go into all the world and make disciples of every nation. And that's part of what this tool helps us to do. And it uses four particular areas of church life.
prayer,
One of the things that we particularly like is the prayer for growth. We use it at most of our meetings, and we ask every member of the congregation to pray the prayer at 12 o'clock every Wednesday.
Presence.
Proclamation, how we can do that.
persuasion,
Persuasion is not the negative word that some people think. It's when those people are interested and wanting to know more, how we persuade them that the good news of Jesus is for them. And so, we're going to look at these four areas over the next few weeks and months.
Look out, because we're going to be posting some videos exploring little ideas that LYCIG offers.
We're hoping to release some resources and share resources already out there.
People have found it helpful, people have already used it in their churches, and we're going to show you how this can be an effective tool that you can use too.
Growth is something we're all responsible for, and we want to equip you.
We know that we can only grow if God is with us and if we align ourselves with His plan.
And that's why I love leading your church into growth. It's not about whether your church is evangelical or liberal, big or small. It's about giving you strategies to help people see that Jesus can transform their lives.